Chivalry is dead and women killed it.
I was rejected by a matchmaker this week. She wouldn't be able to work with me. When we met, I told her what I was looking for and told her a lot about me. And I tried to highlight some of my core qualities, including the fact that I'm very, very type A, organized. I like to be the leader. I told her the types of things that I like doing. I also told her I was looking for a man who was also a leader because I don't want to always be the leader, believe it or not. I told her I was looking for someone that was at or above the same income level as me, driven, who is ambitious, who is ready for a long-term relationship and ready to get married. She may have actually picked up on the fact that I'm a little high-strung. I'm not like a stressed out or anxious person. I'm just high energy or type A. This is who I am. And she was asking me, do I meditate? No. Do I journal? No. Do anything woo? And I said, no. I said, in fact, I'm not even on the same planet as woo. When talking about what I didn't like in a man, I said I could never really be with a beta type man. I specifically used the word doormat. I said I would chew them up and spit them out. And her response was, well, I married that type of man. She was saying that, men really like a soft woman and I should try some of these vision board, journaling, meditating type of things. Would never gonna be that type of person. She also said that she could sense I had some walls up, which of course I'm coming to meet a woman who I'm asking to find my future husband at the rate of several $1,000s. I, of course, am going to be here really just trying to interview you, my dear friend, because I want to know if I'm going to get my money's worth with you. So of course I'm going to have some walls up. I also think it's perfectly normal to have some walls up when you are meeting someone for the very first time and who also had not taken the time to do her own research on me by stalking me on the internet. She definitely didn't have time because she asked for my socials no more than 1 hour before our meeting. So I asked her if she thought I would be ready for her services. Her response, she essentially said that I am not ready for her type of services because I have too much work to do. My walls are too high and I'm not ready for a long-term committed relationship at the ripe age of 38, where I have been in therapy for 10 plus years. She also said that she's too woo for me, which I can accept that. That's fine. However, I shouldn't need to be a woo type person to be worthy of love. She also said that I need to soften a little bit. And men like a softer woman. Essentially, I spent $350 to meet with this woman, have her tell me I am not worthy of love as I am, but the fact that I need to change in order to be worthy of love and partnership. Which honestly, I think for that reason alone, she should have her matchmaking license taken away because we shouldn't be pushing on these narratives that people are not worthy as they are. And essentially telling women that the type of woman they are isn't worthy of love. That is a narrative that should not be given to anyone, or it is dangerous commentary, and the fact that she said this to my face had some audacity. Well, we're celebrating my 38th birthday tonight, and we are gonna wash all of what she said aside. I am so excited. And we're gonna believe that no matter the type of woman you are, love is out there for you. We are not gonna listen to this toxic narrative.
What happened to femininity, softness, purity, etc. in women? Feminism took them all away. You're strong, independent, and equal now, ladies. Act like it.
Here's the reality. This is why chivalry is dead and women killed it. I mean, y'all can say what you want to say, man. But why is a man, real talk, like feminism is here. Women are more educated than ever before. They make their own money. You know what I'm saying? And as a byproduct of them making their own money and becoming more successful, you get a little bit more masculine energy. You're not going to be a heavy hitter making money by being passive and a pussy. You're going to become a little bit more masculine, right? And then on top of that, women are just having a little bit more recreational sex, which is fine, right? Cool, do your thing. But you can't expect men to be traditional, hold the door open for you, pay for the date, treat you like a lady, etc. when you guys are no longer traditional women. It's bullshit. Yeah. So guys have adapted to the situation because men haven't really changed. Women have.
And chivalry? I hear so many speak of chivalry, but do they know what chivalry means? I am sure many women can tell you about the male role in chivalry, but do any of them know the female part of it? Many modern women speak about a lack of gentlemen, but do they see the lack of ladies as well? Do they even know what a lady is required to do?
So if you're looking for a guy to be a leader, if you're looking for that rock if you're looking for that gentleman and he standing there, you walk to the diner, you know, you're going to hang out, whatever, diner, fancy 5-star restaurant. I don't care. I'm more of a diner girl, so whatever. You get to the front door and he's just standing there looking around. Game over for me. No, because you know that sit back guy who's waiting for you, either waiting for you because he doesn't have any authority or any sense of authority, or afraid of you because he's afraid, well, I was told not to open doors for women because the modern feminist left told me that they're going to get upset because then it's going to mean that I think they can't open the door for themselves. So I'm just going to sit back and I'm going to wait. Either of those two things, deeply unattractive. Deeply unattractive. So if you're looking for that strong guy, you're out. You're out. It's unattractive.
Chivalry is actually the code of conduct between knights. Before the Geneva Convention, they would have certain guidelines, like not to kill another knight if they became unarmed. Obviously, this wasn't followed always, but that's chivalry. Also why the game Chivalry is called Chivalry, because it's non-existent in the game.
So I actually think women should start paying for dates. That way we know that you're serious about us, because it's not men who are finessing women out of free dinners and free meals. That's women doing it to men. So if you want someone to, if you're interested in a guy, I think women should be doing that. That way we know that you're serious about us.
Do y'all feel that way?
I feel like for the first date, I definitely do think men should pay for it, just so you know that they're kind of serious. They want to kind of get.
But
to
I
know
mean,
you.
what do the guys think about that? Coming from a dude.
We will share our opinions last. I want to hear what you have to say.
Well,
you haven't been talking.
Yeah, we'll get you just so it's interesting though, because you said that you think the guy should pay, but you said you were
for the first date.
But you're like you said, and you've admitted it yourself, you're a very masculine woman.
Yeah.
The notion of a flawless marriage or relationship is a myth. There's no set formula for success. What works for one couple may not work for another. Yet, I've discovered that there's always a way forward, even in the most challenging times. 5 years ago, my wife and I encountered significant hurdles in our marriage that nearly led to divorce. Despite the adversity, we managed to weather the storm and emerge from it with our bond renewed and revitalized.
I had a lot of fun with you. You should come over again sometime.
I'd love that.
All right, well, have a good day.
Door.
Huh?
Door.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
So usually it goes open, close, open, close. You got it, pal. But yeah, have a good day.
A woman's idea of a proper date. Pick her up in a $100K sports car or limo. Have a $3K dinner at an exclusive restaurant. Take her shopping for a new Louis Vuitton bag and a few $1,000s worth of trinkets. Pay her rent. Do not sleep with her. Have breakfast delivered to her house the next day, along with vacation tickets to Hawaii or some other exotic location. Email her a screenshot of your bank account so she is positive you are a top-tier 1% man. Be prepared for her to tell you that you are smothering her, and she needs time to think and be on her own without you constantly bothering her.
Women are opportunists and men are idealists, then men technically love more.
Even a guy that doesn't know you, that doesn't have any type of allegiance to you, will still show you some level of chivalry or damn near being a simp without you doing anything for it.
So that's the man that's gonna put me and my family first?
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that okay, let me ask you this. Who appreciates being simped on more, men or women?
I think men.
If you get something all the time, it has no value, okay? The reason why the woman needs to care more is because we're already operating from a deficit as a man. You're already getting simps hitting you up. You're already getting, opportunities. You're already getting guys willing to spend money on you, protect and provide for you for nothing more. Hold on, but the point is that women don't appreciate chivalry anymore, which is why I said chivalry is dead.
There's a large group of women who want to live inside a romance novel. The problem with these girls is that the relationship only lasts until she gets tired of your writing style. She's not thinking, it'd be realistic to spend the rest of my life with this man, to have kids and grow old together. She's trying to get high from having really fun dates. Women kept saying, don't approach us, so men stopped approaching and women were mad. Women complain men are toxic and should be more like them. Drizzle drizzle, though a joke, would give women what they wanted and they are mad about that. Make up your mind what you want. Too many women feel that dating is like ordering food at a nice restaurant. If it's not exactly the way she wants it, just send it back for another. Those dishes aren't on the menu, they are part of the buffet. Even if there is some of her chosen dish there when she arrives, many other women are having that dish too. To any confused woman asking, what happened to chivalry? Chivalry has very little to do with women, and was actually a code of conduct for knights, concerning policing of land and personal combat. What happened to chivalry is that women seem always ready to give it up for the bad boy at the drop of a hat, but they make the good man jump over 1,000,000 hurdles. After a while of this, any man who is inclined to practice chivalry is out the door. The element of chivalry that had to do with women was generally defined as how a gentleman should treat a lady. As feminism freed women from the expectation of acting like a lady, chivalry now only applies if you choose to engage us in combat. Chivalry is given to a select few: our children, our parents, grandparents, our wives, and for people who care about us. Just because we are men, we are not obligated to smile and do things for you, just like women are not obligated to smile and do stuff for us. I guess as a man, you need to understand that women are defined by their unhappiness. They constantly look elsewhere for greener grass, while refusing to water the grass where they are. As a man, you are best served by understanding that they are never yours. It's just your turn for a little while before they leave for the next situation, man, etc. And label you as the reason for her unhappiness. It's their nature, and you shouldn't be mad at them any more than you'd be mad at a baby for shitting itself. Do what you need to with them, but don't ever get attached. Protect your resources and peace at all costs. Know that as you age, your options will become greater and greater if you build yourself. The husband/father/provider/protector roles are constructs of a bygone age when women weren't as mentally ill as they are. Don't fall for it. Today's version of feminism empowers women to not just want equality, but to gain superiority over men. As Jordan Peterson put it in one of his interviews, feminists today think about 1% of men who wronged women in the past, and use that to treat every man, or the other 99% in the same way, basing their whole lives and the feminist ideology on it, which is a completely illogical thing to do. And this is why modern women today have incredibly high body counts, because they've equated that with being independent and free, and with getting back at those 1% of men who actually did oppress women. This is why I feel that modern feminism has lied to women in general. Modern feminism has robbed women of their meaning and purpose, and given them a new purpose that is only making women more and more miserable. You only have to go and see the women around your society or online today to know what I mean. Women are miserable because of feminism. They think they're part of some positive movement that liberates them of their worries, when in fact, it only steals their value from them. I was recently reading a study that said, women who enter the marriage without a notch count, which is now a rarity, are the least likely to divorce. Women with 10 or more partners are the most likely to divorce, but this only became true in recent years, the study said. This only goes to show that the more women sleep around, the more they're likely to lose any sense of loyalty and future stability when it comes to relationships. On top of that, no man truly wants to be with a woman who has a high body count. It's so weird that for women, cleaning their house when they have a husband is labeled as a literal prison, but cleaning their house when they have a 9-to-5 is labeled as them being strong and independent. That's what feminism did over the years. That's how it changed the mindsets of women in society regarding work and marriage. And in the end, we have masculine women over 30 and 40 who have hit the wall, but society tells them they're strong and independent, while they silently suffer inside knowing full well that they're not happy with that, and that they might be living the rest of their lives alone. It has to be a pretty miserable existence to wake up at 40 years old and realize the best part of your life was when you were in high school and maybe a few years after. They thought it would never end, that they could just wade through man after man until they found the perfect man. That's never going to happen, and now they know it. Dealing with a masculine woman is like dealing with a very insecure man, always trying to prove themselves, and they take offense at everything. Women in their late 30s and 40s completely forgot how they acted when they had the advantage. They didn't think the men they rejected may have been a healthy long-term relationship. Chads are gone. Average Joe honored their request, and all they have is their equally lonely friends. The problem with these women is they never engage in self-reflection. They never are responsible for their lives or their failures. It is always someone else's fault. They are damaged, yet their list of requirements of a man gets longer and more demanding as they age, not less. On dating profiles, They never say what they bring to a relationship that a man actually wants. On their profiles, it's always me, I want, I need. They believe they are the prize. But the guy has to be taller, stronger, wealthier, better looking, more charismatic, more worldly, and a feminist. So, who has worked harder and is higher value and status? The man, obviously. The delusion is incredible. It is probably because they have been told all their lives that they are perfect princesses who can do no wrong. Thanks for watching Man Reacts. Show us your love and support by liking this video, sharing it with your friends, and subscribing to the channel. Support us and help us spread support for men around the world. Do comment and share your thoughts. We're always up for a healthy debate and discussion.